Hey everyone, it is winter and we are out here at the camper to pick it up, and we're heading down to 30A. So Florida Panhandle, the most incredible beaches along the Gulf Coast on Florida's 30A. We are pretty excited. The winter, everybody, I think the whole country was under a cold snap here just before Christmas, and it was lousy, and we're ready to get out and try to get some Florida sun. Even if it's not 90 degrees or 80 degrees, we're still gonna have a good time. Stick around, we're gonna take you down to Florida's 30A and share with you some of the great things to do there in winter. Hey folks, in this episode we want to showcase for you all the incredible things that there are to do in 30A. So what is 30A? Well, if you're from Alabama or Tennessee or Georgia, you probably already know what 30A is, but if you're from other parts of the country, maybe you've never heard of this hidden gem. 30A is a collection of beautiful beachside towns along County Highway 30A in the Florida Panhandle. Every town's a little bit different, but they're all amazing. There's beaches, there's dining, there's shopping, there's just a million things to do. The weather is gorgeous, and we want to share it all with you. So we're gonna start now. So today, it's middle of January in the Florida Panhandle, and the weather is gorgeous. And we want to show you that even in winter, you can come out here and enjoy all that 30A has to offer. 30A is a county highway that runs for about 28 miles along the Gulf Coast of Florida's Panhandle. And what we're gonna do is we're starting at the western end of it, and we're gonna go all the way to the eastern end, and we're gonna share with you some of the best places to go to the beach, to rent bikes, dining, drinking, shopping, the works. It's gonna be a great episode, and hopefully by the time we're done, you'll be planning your next trip to come out to 30A. So some of the great things about 30A are how family friendly it is. There's none of those big oceanfront condos or huge hotels. It's much more of a family and kid friendly place. None of the college kids on spring break. You just don't get that here. So it's much quieter, better pace of life if that's what you're looking for. So some of the beach communities that you'll find in 30A are Santa Rosa Beach, Dune Allen, Alys Beach, Rosemary Beach, plenty of others. They're all a little different and they all have their own flavor. And we're gonna go through them today and give you a little taste of each. If you talk to folks who've been coming to 30A for years, you're gonna find that everyone has their favorite town, and you'll hear things like, my family only goes to Alys Beach, or my family only goes to Santa Rosa Beach. They'll all have their favorites and they're gonna stick with it. Each town's a little different, and we're gonna talk about some of those differences. So since we're starting in Santa Rosa, we'll talk about that town. Santa Rosa's probably the most laid back of the towns. You're gonna find, huge houses down to much smaller, more modest bungalows. You're gonna find a lot more golf. It's a little bit, like I said, a little bit less upscale than some of the other towns, but still very nice, very friendly place to come. So we're starting with Santa Rosa.
Our first stop along 30A is the incredible Topsail Hill Preserve State Park. Topsail is known for its pristine white sand beaches, miles of bike trails, an amazing campground, the charming Kith and Kin coffee shop, and much more. Be sure to check out our next episode for a full video on all that Topsail has to offer. Just down the road from Topsail, you will find the highly acclaimed Stinky's Fish Camp. Live music, friendly fun atmosphere, and creative drinks paired up with their delicious seafood makes this a favorite spot on 30A. Our next stop along 30A is the picturesque Gulf Place Town Center. Enjoy the slow pace of the boutique shops, original art dealers, and plenty of local dining options on outdoor patios with large umbrellas. If you can, be sure to visit the artists at Gulf Place on the third Thursday of the month to experience their wine walk. The charming art kiosks at the Gulf Place showcase local artisans who produce fine jewelry and original artwork, as well as unique clothing and gifts. Directly across from the Gulf Place, the beach access includes parking, shaded tables, and public restroom facilities. The water is crystal clear and the sugar sand is perfect. The parking lot is small, so you will want to arrive early. Now we're going to hop back in the van and continue east along 30A to the charming town of Grayton Beach.
The town of Grayton Beach is one of the oldest towns on the 30A stretch, and people think it's very artsy and kind of kitschy, and we'll show you some of the things that make it that way. One of the other great attractions of Grayton Beach is the state park, Grayton Beach State Park. We actually stayed there and we shared that in a previous video, which we'll link to. I think if you get a chance to hit that state park up, you'll find it fantastic.
Grayton Beach is home to quaint cottages nestled along narrow roads shaded by moss-covered oaks and magnolias. In addition to the amazing Grayton Beach State Park, you will find plenty of fishing, kayaking, and stand-up paddling on the freshwater Western Lake. Grayton Beach is also the home of Chiringo, a favorite of locals and tourists alike. Chiringo features fresh saltwater cuisine served up in a casual beachside atmosphere. The trip along 30A continues as we move on to the wonderful coastal town of Seaside.
The town of Seaside is a fantastic little town, famous for being the site of the movie The Truman Show. It's got great little houses and really a lot of nice dining experiences, including Airstream Row.
Seaside is known for its pastel-colored houses, secluded walkways perfect for strolling, bike-friendly streets and alleyways, and of course, beautiful white sand beaches of Florida's Gulf Coast. Interestingly, no two houses on the same street can have the same picket fence. Families will love the many shops, year-round open-air festivals, and abundant dining opportunities in Seaside. The town is designed to make walking or biking more convenient than driving, so slow down and enjoy a little bit of paradise. Be sure to check out Airstream Row for cool retro food trucks featuring barbecue, hot dogs, ice cream, crepes, and more. Or visit Bud and Alys for a fresh take on Southern coastal dining. In addition to their original seafood restaurant, Bud and Alys has outdoor dining at their taco bar and pizza bar. Just behind Bud and Alys, you will find the public access beach in Seaside. Note that in some parts of Seaside, you cannot bring your own beach chairs, tents, or umbrellas, but must rather rent from the city's approved vendor.
Hey, we're having a great time bringing you this tour of 30A. We're going to keep going here, but if you take a minute to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. And let us know what your favorite stop along 30A has been if you've been here before. You'll find the town of Alys Beach has a very Mediterranean feel on purpose. It's very European or Moorish, and it's very, very upscale. One thing you'll notice is all the buildings in Alys Beach are white, and it really sparkles in the Gulf sunlight.
Alys Beach is perhaps the most luxurious seaside town along 30A. The architectural design for Alys Beach called for all-white buildings, which bring to mind visions of Greek villages along the Mediterranean Sea. Cobblestone streets add to the old-world feel of this upscale Gulf Coast community. Shops in Alys Beach cater to sophisticated visitors with refined tastes, while the secluded courtyards and sugar sand beaches encourage a relaxing spa-like pace of life. As we are nearing the eastern end of 30A, don't worry, we still will get to experience the charming coastal community of Rosemary Beach.
Rosemary Beach, with its tree-lined streets, is a beautiful, quieter version of Alys Beach, and not maybe so pretentious or upscale.
The bustling town square with its many shops and restaurants will encourage you to get out and see everything this town has to offer.
Hey folks, we had a great time bringing you this tour of 30A. At this point, we're wrapping it up. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate that. And if there's anything we missed, anything that you like to do on 30A, leave it in the comments below and we'll try to do it on our next trip out here. So our final stop is we're heading into Pecan Jacks ice cream shop, and it's one of our favorite ice cream shops on 30A, and we'll be going in there now to grab a final ice cream before heading back to our campsite. My own web show, my own web show. Everybody wanna know my own web show, my own web show, my own web show. How will it go?